scheduled stream, so I don't know. Is it going? I think. What's up, guys? What's going on? Welcome to the stream. Just wanted to do a Sunday live stream, kind of hang out with some of you guys. Whoever wants to kind of tune in for a bit and talk some stonks. I think. Let me see if it's actually live though. Still getting used to this. Yeah, I think it's working now. So I'll kind of just wait a little bit, see if we get some people to show up. Right now I've been watching Bitcoin. I don't know if you guys saw, but there's some news about there being a bill for California to use it as actual money. So yeah, that got introduced. I can actually show you. I was kind of going through some of the news today. Where was it? Bitcoin's trading under 39. Yeah, I think it's under 38 now. Where is that news about Bitcoin? I'm going to show you guys real quick. It's really what I'm watching right now. I do have plans to talk about some stonks and some earnings coming up ahead. I'm actually pretty excited for this week. But let me find that Bitcoin. If you guys see it, let me know. Okay, here it is. The state of California has introduced a bill that would make Bitcoin legal tender. So that seems pretty cool. So that's why I'm watching Bitcoin, see how it's reacting. That news got posted an hour ago, and it looks like we're selling off. So far for the last hour. Well, actually, we haven't sold off in the last hour, but kind of sideways right now. But yeah, I'm gonna go over some earnings for this week. Just kind of talk about what I see going for some of these stocks. Earnings Whisper did post the earnings for this week, so I actually got that up and started highlighting a few things that I want to look into for this week. I think the most exciting one for me is going to be Fubo and maybe Skills, just because they've actually got pretty good revenue and pretty decent earnings, but I guess you've seen the stock price, so it doesn't really reflect that. And also Block and Coinbase. Actually, there's tons of companies that I want to look at. I'll be playing some with some calls or some puts. But let me know if you're live in the chat. Let me just make sure you guys are in here. I'm just gonna say hit the like button. So I was gonna wait for a little bit just till I start kind of going over. I didn't really plan much for the stream. I just kind of wanted to take questions and see what you guys were curious and looking at for this week. I am thinking about getting calls for Fubo TV though, because they announced their earnings. Well, they gave a guidance of their earnings ahead of time, so I want to see what I'm pretty sure they're gonna beat, and they're actually. I was looking at some of this. I was looking at some of their statistics, and they're actually trading very, very cheap. They only have a 2-to-1, well, 2.86 price to sales, and they aren't gonna be. The IV is actually not terrible either. We still got a little bit of juice left in the tank there, if you want to say it that way, but the IV was what? Oh, yeah, I didn't see that, but the IV crush is pretty bad actually. It's about 24%. Maybe I need to zoom in just a little bit so you guys can see better. But yeah, earnings is gonna move 60% of the time. So I think I covered this one a little bit last time. I told you guys calls would be a very interesting play for Fubo. So I guess go ahead and get started, and first thing is let's take a look at the chart for Fubo. Well, if you guys have any questions for any of these other companies, if we had a bigger crowd, we could see which stock to look at first. Let me actually narrow this down to see which ones I actually want to play the most. So Fubo is going to be the one I probably will play. I talked about Open Door. That's one I'm going to play. I might play Rocket Companies just because it's going to go almost hand in hand with Open Door and some of what Zillow did. Obviously Redfin did not do good, but yeah, I already got my calls for Open Door, and Moderna seems like a good play as well. Let me smooth this to the side a bit real quick and show you guys Moderna. So this one's kind of been selling off for the longest now. Obviously, it didn't need to be up here in the beginning, you know, to start off, but yeah, their earnings, they usually tend to move a lot. You can see this last earnings, then this last earnings, they, you know, not gapped up, but they had a big move there. So obviously their valuation's really, it's ridiculous, 59 billion. I don't know what they're expected to make for earnings. I guess we could start with some of that statistics from. I'm thinking puts for Moderna just because, you know, COVID is kind of, I don't know if I should say it, that, you know, the pandemic stuff is kind of on the back end now, so. But their earnings, let's see what their earnings are going to be. And where we at? Oh shoot, we don't even have any music. Let me put some music for y'all. That's a little loud. Let me turn that down. Should I even play this song though? I'll probably play a different one. I like this album from Rifty Beats. It's kind of casual lofi. Let's do that. Okay, so earnings for them. Wow, they did $7 per share. That was last quarter. That's pretty big, isn't it? What was their revenue? Let me look up the revenue real quick. Be able to do that here. That's tons. They did 4 billion. Wow. So they did about what? That's 8, 9, about 10 billion and 3/4. Okay, I'm not sure if you guys want to play this one. I guess we can. Look at the implied move for this. Kind of jumping all over the place, trying to get it. Implied moves. Okay. Let's see, 73%. Yeah, obviously Moderna's gonna move. 73% is not not bad, but where's their IV crush? IV crush of 5%. So last time they had IV crush of around 6 points. But that's not bad. That's actually pretty good. And they're gonna move what, 7%? 7% of 145. So $10. Ooh, that's not that much though. $10. Probably make this one. Here we go. 10, what was it? 13%? Did it say 13%? I forgot. Oh, 7%. 7%. Where are we at? Let's see, there we go. So about $10. So we would go up back to 150. Gross. Then, man, I'm just chilling today though, to be honest. I'm gonna go back to the close of the day. So we would go back down to what, 134? Honestly, I think this would break down further. So, probably come down to about this level, I think. Would it be this? We definitely have some resistance, but that's, I think if we were to move to gap up, we would probably do this then. Would be our resistance, I think. Right there. Actually, we could come down lower just to make it cleaner. And we can delete that. So this would go, yeah, this would line up to that. Yep, that makes sense. So that would be a resistance would be around 177, 85. Yeah, that makes sense. And where is our what's our close? Is earnings on Tuesday or is it on? It's on Thursday. So that's not even gonna be there. Okay. So we'll have a few days to kind of pinpoint 10% move. But this will probably be a level that I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna delete this because I don't really need it. It's hard to tell 10% right now, but from the chart, I guess we can see where our support is. We might actually be at a support right now. What gonna be the support right here. Let's draw that out. It's like right here. I think so. Not sure. I guess if we break 135, then things would get bad. We'd probably come down to this level here, which is 100. Yeah, because this level's not gonna hold. Well, it could hold, but this level though. Man, I'm so freaking tired. So if we break 135, we're coming down all the way to about 120, then 102. We break 102. I don't know, man. Things are gonna get pretty bad here. All the way down to about what, $80. Okay, so I probably won't play Moderna just because it is a more expensive stock, and I think if you take a look at their premiums, let me see. Let me pull up their option. Oh, that's not what I want. Pull up their options chain. Should be loading. We'll take a look at their options chain in just a bit. I'm loading up Webull right now. Here we got Webull loaded up. So this is just some stuff I was watching on what, Friday? Yeah. But I'm gonna go to the options chain. Yeah, I got GGPI on there too. That's what I've been watching. So let's see. Moderna, their options are probably gonna be real expensive, even though it's like at 145. We'll update later, my guy. Where is, I mean, even the weeklies for 25th. Let's see. I don't think I think we would come down to about 120. So let's see, where's the 120s? What? Yes. Oh, they're not expensive. They're only about, I would be down to do some of this. The 120s are actually decent. Let's see where the, like if we were to do $10 above, so 155, for some reason, are these more expensive? $55, so 55, 400. For some reason, the premiums on the call side are more expensive. So 45 to 55, they're about 400 a pop, almost 500 a pop. We go down to what, 35? Oh, they're still expensive. Okay, they're about the same. But what has more interest? There's 1,000 here, 1,000 down here. This seems to have more. They're about the same. Let's see. There's no big chain. Not a big interest in puts, I guess. 40 for 100, those would be nice. If I was to get some puts, probably be like a few at the 120. It'd be $25 move. What would be a $25 move? 25 divided by 145. It'd be like that's reasonable actually. I would think Moderna moves about 17%. Let's look at what they moved last time on their last earnings, because I know it says it moved only 7%, but it feels like they moved a lot more. They moved. Did they gap down? Right here? Okay, it only moved 8%, but then it had that second. That's 20%. Yeah, that makes more sense. And then let's see the other earnings. Where is it at? Here? So they opened up here, and then they had a 40% move. I think some of that just has to, let's just move that down actually though. I don't want to be biased, but 2 days, about 20%. That makes sense. So playing about 20% move from today would make more sense for me actually. About 20%, did I say 20%? Yeah. And what's that at 20, about $20? Okay. Yeah, I think the Moderna plays would be good for about 120. And I'm gonna copy this and paste it. Oops. And move it over here. So let's see. 20% upwards. Oh, this is only 15%. I need to move this up. About 20% here. And let me delete this. So down to about, whoa, about one. This is 25%. I need 20%. And then this needs to go to 20%. Okay, so 20% from Moderna earnings would be about 175. Is that right? Yeah. Okay, so that would make sense because we're going to this monthly level here. All right. Now, do we think they beat? What is expected for them? $9.83. I'm trying to think just from a realistic point of view, where were we at in Q4? Q4, did we, I think there was a spike, right? There was a spike in like, yeah, there was, I think the thing with Moderna, I think there was like the mandate stuff, right? During that month, like November and December. So, I think they will beat just because I think a lot of people were forced into getting the vaccine. But I think the main thing that we're gonna have to look for is their forecast, like their guidance. And that's, I think, let's just compare Pfizer after earnings, because I played Pfizer after earnings, and I think they dumped. Earnings here, yeah. Yeah, they dumped. So they opened here, closed here. I mean, they've just been on a downtrend, to be honest. Okay, let me write this down. I'm gonna get puts for Moderna, just because usually earnings are 50-50. They really are. Earnings are usually 50-50 just because it's got a few different things. Just got you gotta see the revenue, then you gotta see the forecast. I'm thinking right now, MRNA puts for 120. Okay, I'm gonna do that. So if you guys have questions on that, just comment down below if you're watching this later. I guess I might play that one. Alibaba. Actually, let me copy Block. I don't know if I'll play Block just because it's also. It's kind of like I'm kind of scared of it just because of PayPal. Let me just go through real quick and see if there's anything. Tuesday and Monday always kind of suck. Home Depot. I don't think Home Depot is any good. Let me just look at the HD real quick. Home Depot, I don't think it's going to be worth playing for earnings. Let's go to implied moves. 67% for 2% move. No, I'm not gonna play. I'm not gonna play Home Depot. I'll play something else, but not that. Krispy Kreme. Oh, we can't even play these. There could be a continuation, but these are something we can't really play. Virgin Galactic should have a good outlook, I think, because they just opened their registrations. I'm thinking calls for Virgin Galactic. Although they did have that. Look at this IV, bro. Sheesh. This is actually pretty interesting. 89% of the time, it's gonna move about 7%. And you have IV crush of 11%. That's not bad. Take a look at space. All right. Let me reset. Go to the and so it looks like we've always been in this sort of channel this whole time. All right. Let me see. I don't get it. I don't get it. Looks like we're trying to break back out, but we did sell off. I think as long we don't even do we have any lows? Oh yeah, we have some. See if we can get here. Makes sense. We're gonna do that. Gonna go to here. Do that. Oh, not even that. Let me. A little too much. Should get this, clean this up a little bit. Better. Even do that. That's the wrong one. All right, and then I'm gonna close this out. So we had a gap here. What it looks like. So did we fill this gap? It was at 755. All right, now I gotta put this line back on. I want to see if we filled this gap. Yeah, we kind of filled it actually. Neat. So we filled the gap. I think we might retest this level here. What they do on last earnings. Our last earnings was here. Oh, did they report earnings after or before? They opened here, closed here, and then opened here and kept going. Let me see what they did for earnings last quarter. Estimated was 25 in their report. So they missed. They missed on earnings by 30%, but they moved up. Right. They moved up. They had to move up. Or did they report here? I think they reported on the 8th. Okay, so it looks like I wish I knew if they reported in the morning or that day. Let me see their earnings real quick. Virgin Galactic, Q3 earnings. All right, so according to statement, September 30th. All right. Oh no, November 8th. Here it is. Okay. Now I just want to know if they reported in the morning or in the afternoon. 150. Okay, see, this is 5 days ago. I think their guidance is gonna be good on Virgin Galactic. I don't know. I don't know. I like this I like this support here though. We have a weekly level here. And I'm so freaking tired. I think if we can get back over here, this is a good support. 845. Hold that level there. Everything else is kind of just, you know, for real. We had this gap that we didn't fill. We still need to fill this gap. Put short term resistance there at 980. I think I'm gonna get calls for space calls. When do they report? Tomorrow after the bell? Let me see. Or oof. I might get like a small position on it. 77%. The last time 11% is good on the IV. They move 89%. I think their forecast of opening the flights to commercial is gonna be good. Yeah, so I'm gonna get calls. This one. Let's take a look at what chain. Let's see which calls I would get. Let's see. So for this week, where's the open interest at on these? Open interest, there's tons of open interest on this. What's cheap with some good delta still? Delta, a 20 here, and this is 10 and a half. How much move would that be? So we're saying they're gonna move about how much percent? They're gonna move 7%. Okay, earnings for about 7%. Let's just say we open at 845. 7% would be back around 9. So just $9. What's up, investing sensei? How's it going, man? Where you been? I haven't seen you in a minute. Thanks for hitting the like button though. Appreciate it. Is there any earnings that you're playing this week? Or which ones are you watching? I know you're making the videos now for earning plays this week. Which ones are you gonna be watching? I think he left. I think Investing Sensei left. Yeah, he don't care. It's all good. All good. It's all good. We ain't worried about it. Let me see how this looks. This man just texted me about about going to climb. I don't climb no more, brother. I don't climb anymore. Let me see. Sorry, I gotta get this text out of the way real quick. Let me see. Oh, Investing Sensei left. I was gonna ask him about what earnings to play this week, but he left. I mean, I like the thumbnail. I did a good thing. I did a good job on that thumbnail. But, anyway. Nobody wants to ask me any questions? Oh, shit. The Investing Sensei still here. Which earnings, man? Which ones are we playing this week? We getting calls or no? I was looking at the space. They just they opened the license they're marketing to the commercial people. So I think they're gonna have good guidance. I don't think a lot of people, and actually I need to post this on the Discord for some of the homies. Space earnings. Let me post this on real quick. Commercial. Because they were actually in they were in an investigation, you know, but they basically closed that case, and now they could, and now I guess they just announced that they're gonna start taking reservations, for commercial people, and so I don't think a lot of people expected to hear this yet, and so their guidance I think is gonna change dramatically going into, you know, 2022. So that's why I was looking at the options chain. They're only expected to move 7%. So that would be like, did I do the 7%? About 9? About 9. I would say they go up to about this resistance here, about 917. And so let's look at the options chain now. If you wanted to like play it like a lotto, or you know, then we could go into the 950s. They're only 40 cents. Dang, no real options placed for him. He's just watching at Home Depot. What do you think of I don't know. I'm watching Open Door. I'm watching Fubu because I own some Fubu stock. So I kind of highlighted this here. I saw Home Depot, but it's kind of a boomer stock, so I need to add this to the watch list now because I'm gonna watch that. I didn't realize it was gonna be that big. We got some meme plays that you could play. We got the crispy nuts and Clover Hertz. Coinbase is gonna be good. They just passed the well, they didn't pass, but they proposed a new bill for California to start taking money, or California to start using Bitcoin as cash. That's right here. I had it pulled up earlier. Where's it at? The state of California has introduced a bill. When am I bringing up the portfolio? I didn't get that many views on it, so I still been contributing to it, but I haven't done the videos. I might bring it back. It's doing pretty good. Most of my stuff is down about 20% right now. What do I have? I guess I forgot what I had. I bought some SoFi. And I still got the GGPI. I think that's the only green position. And I took profits on the warrants. I thought those were gonna go red, but they made me some money on those. So gonna reinvest some of that cash back. Well, I kind of already did. I took profits off the DCFC, and then I bought the actual shares, so now I don't have any risk with the DCFC. Because I still like the company, I just didn't want to play the warrants, and actually kind of worked out because I made some profit, and then I reinvested some of that back into the same stock, but I got the stock instead. So that's doing good. And yeah, I think that's it. What are we doing here? Oh, Oh, and I bought some calls on GGPI. Made some money on that one too. But now I just own the shares. Yes, sir. Excuse me. So where were we? I'm not gonna be on for too much longer. But Fubu, I did talk about Fubu. Let me see what we got right now. We got Moderna puts, because you know the pandemic's on its way out. It's on the back end, so guidance is gonna be pretty bad. We have space. I think they're right now when you're looking at earnings, I think the main thing people are watching is their guidance. You know, like with everything going on in the stock market right now, investors, analysts, they all want to know what are they doing going forward. Like, yeah, you guys had a great year, but what are you guys doing going forward? Because we got a pretty rough road ahead of us. So the main thing right now that people are watching, I think, is the guidance. And so I think Moderna is gonna get smacked. It's gonna get clapped. And space could do good because, like I said, I don't think people were anticipating that they launched their commercial stuff so soon, especially with like there was like a big cloud of the just a big cloud of, oh, they're under the, you know, they have an investigation or whatever. So a lot of negativity was surrounding them, but now that that's on the back end and they're open their commercial stuff, then I think it's gonna do good. So I'm looking at calls. I'm gonna do a small position maybe on calls, but I'm scared the premiums are gonna be pretty expensive tomorrow because they're gonna report Tuesday. One thing that I do recommend looking at is Open Door and Rocket. Those are the other ones. So right now we got Moderna, Space. Now I want to move over. We'll kind of cover these in a bit, but before you guys head out, I want to make sure you guys understand Open Door and Rocket. I think you take a look at what Zillow did. Redfin, they actually did good, but I think they spent a lot of money because they're trying to transition to the iBuy platform kind of, you know, model. I think they did bad. Like they blew a tons of cash. So, but if you take a look at Zillow, they smashed the earnings, right? So let's take a look at Zillow real quick. So where's the earnings here? So see this right here? They gapped up, okay? And they're still holding this. I mean, well, they're not. They went up to our monthly level here. So basically, at this level here, you had tons of people that were like, all right, I'm gonna break even. You know, you had tons of sellers here. So that's, I think when it got to this price, there's people that were like just content breaking even at that point. And so that's why it kind of pulled back a little bit. We might fill this gap down here, but I don't know. It looks pretty strong now, especially with their last earnings. I didn't see their forecast, but that's probably a level that they could come down to. We still have this gap to fill too, so we have two gaps. Let me fill those up. Fill this gap up here, and then we have a gap down here. That's when I became a Super Saiyan. We have some gaps here to fill, but yeah, like what I was saying about Open Door and stuff. I think Open Door is gonna do good. I'm sorry. Let me pull up their chart real quick. If you guys remember, they've been doing great on their earnings. We were in a different where were we? Where's last earnings? Did they gap up? I remember I played this last time. Oh, here it is. This was their earnings date here. Yeah, they gapped up. So they sold off during the day, and then they gapped up the next day. That makes sense. Yeah, so they do good on earnings. And see, this is their other one. Here, they gapped up earnings. So I think this is a good play. I already got a couple calls, so hopefully those work out. The other thing though is like, even if the market is kind of like, what you could do is get your calls on Tuesday, and even if it kind of goes sideways, maybe just a little bit up, maybe just a little bit down, your premium's going to go up because people are probably going to be trying to get in. And so that's going to kind of raise the premium on some of these companies or some of these options. And so I have calls now, probably sell most of them, you know, going into end of day Wednesday or Thursday. You know, hold on to a couple, and then I think Open Door will do good. They'll probably go back up to, let's see, I think I was doing the implied move last time. Oh, let's see what they're actually supposed to report first, actually. Here. Reported, see, they did good here. They were supposed to report a loss of 18 cents. This was a massive one too. Reported minus 23 or 27 versus 63. They're estimated to do 16%. So what they've been beating by what, about 30% on average each quarter. They killed that earnings. I think they have one more good earnings, and then I think this last quarter, this fourth quarter will be good, and then maybe Q1, and then I probably wouldn't touch real estate. Where's Open Door though? No, my neck is hurting. Look at this, 15%. They're gonna move 15%. That's what they're expecting them to do. Well, that's what they did last time. Not what they're expecting. Let's see, 15%. Oh, I already have it marked up. Nice. So we are here. So we'll probably go back up to about 1250. If we fail, if like our earnings are bad, then we'll probably, where is this thing? 16%. We'll probably come down. Ooh, this is not good. We'll come down to about $9. Yo, what's up, Financial Journey? How's it going, man? Yo, I need to get on your channel at one point and we can talk some stonks. Yeah, we need to talk some GGPI and some Lucid. I don't know, but I'm just trying to learn the streaming business, you know. I don't really stream. Just been doing it for a little bit now. What is Lucid's earnings? Isn't it like the 28th or something? Or like early March? See, they're on my watch list. Where are they at? Lucid? Okay, here it is. Okay. Yeah, I haven't really liked Lucid right now just because it's kind of in a bear. It's been on a downtrend, but yeah, I see it coming down a little bit more. I think maybe $18, $20. Yeah, we're holding this support pretty good though. We're just talking, I'm just kind of talking earnings though. So where's earnings at? Oh, here, about what, 28. So if we don't get back above, like, we don't close above this, I guess, descending triangle. I don't know. I'm not very bullish right now on Lucid, to be honest. This is what I've had for on it, and it hasn't been able to break out. Like, you see this? It tried to get out, but it didn't close above it. This is kind of inaccurate just because I'm on the daily. Probably get a better idea of it on a smaller time frame. Yeah. You like it barely, like, you see this candle right here? It's like a doji. It's like there was people trying to get it to hold up here, but it just got like brought all the way back down. Like there's a lot of shorts right now, or I'm sure you know about that though. So yeah, I'm not bullish on it right now, but and yeah, this sell-off was nasty. So we probably, if we don't get back above this, like with some strength, then we're probably gonna come down to 20. The only thing that's holding this is like this level here. I mean, psychologically 25 and then 24, just because we've had some resistance here. You can see we've tried to get back above 24 here. 24 we failed. See, we failed twice, came back down. So yeah, I'm not bullish on it right now, but I don't follow it as much as you guys. So GGPI though, it's looking good. Kind of talked about this all the time. Let's reset it. GGPI is looking good. If we can get back above $12.50, I mean really $12.40, but I was thinking that would probably do like a cup and handle. Like let me see if I can get something going. Something like this. Come back down, retouch maybe this 12. When's another GGPI video coming? I was gonna do one today, but I might just work on it after this stream. I just did a DraftKings video, so these videos take forever, so it's like I gotta have the energy, you know what I mean? But I feel like live streaming is a little bit easier because I can like just kind of just talk what I want to say, and I don't have to edit anything, right? And if I mess up, then I can like hear from you guys right away and stuff. But for GGPI, yeah, we've had our average on volume has been. Did my OBS disconnect? Oh, we're connected. We're back. Did it disconnect? What do you think about Hood next week? Man, long term I like Hood, but we've kind of been on a sell-off. I actually bought some shares. When was it? I bought some shares for my long-term portfolio. Holding since 30. Oh man, that's tough. We really just need to get back above about $15 to start really like moving fast. Like I like Hood. They're gonna do good regardless of like rate height and stuff. I think I talked about that in my last video. I don't know if you covered. Yeah, go check out the DraftKings video. The earnings were pretty bad, but we can talk about DraftKings in a bit, or you just leave a comment. But let me help Nick out a little bit. I think you'll be fine, just because there's tons of routes that Robinhood can go. They have tons of cash, right? If you take a look at their market capitalization, they're valued at 10 billion, but they have 6 billion in cash. And I kind of tell this all the time, but if a company wanted to buy this, I mean they're getting a hell of a deal with them, right? And you know what's interesting? Like Square could acquire them. PayPal, I think is what they said. I mean, even Amazon, what, 6-10 billion is like nothing for them. I don't know how much Apple could acquire them. Anybody could acquire them, really, but yeah, in the short term, I think we're gonna come back down to 1150. We're kind of in that direction right now. We've kind of like, once we started breaking under this channel, and then we just started selling off, we weren't able to get back above this resistance. It just looked bad. And really, we need to like hold $15. You can see we weren't able to open and close above $15, and so that's bad. I mean, bearish. But in the long term, I like Robinhood. I added here and there. But that's just my opinion. You know, I think it's a good acquisition target, and once they get their wallet out, now I'm not saying we'll get back up to these levels. I think we'll get back up to 17 and 18. Once we get, I guess, past 20, it's an easy road up. You can see it. We're gonna go up pretty quickly, because there's not much of resistance. We have some resistance here. We have some resistance here, but we have some bigger gaps. You know, like down here, we have so much to fight for. Like we have to fight through this level. We have to fight through this level. But once we get back above 20, things get, you know, we get some more breathing room. Like you can see how big of a gap we have here. Like it's all the way up. This is like what, $10? What, 33 all the way down to, yeah. So I think once we get some back up in the 20s, thanks, man. Gonna keep holding. Yeah, not financial advice though. So everything appears oversold to no point selling. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to sell stuff right now because people are. I think people should have sold like before the year ended to do their tax harvesting, but at this point, it's just like unless you don't believe in the company anymore, then I would sell. But I believe in Robinhood. I just think the management team is young, but they did add like some senior executives, and I think they can hopefully turn stuff around. The main thing for them is getting the crypto wallet out. I mean, it's already they're doing great on their rollouts. I think I don't know how many they have, but they're ahead of schedule. Like by March, they're gonna have 10,000 people rolled out, and I think they gave us an update a while ago. What's her name? Christine. I follow her just because I like Robinhood, so I follow her updates. Where was it that she posted? I made a video on it, but I don't want to go through my video. We want, was it here? Was it here? Yeah, see, they've already, the beta program has rolled out to 13,000. So, well, how many do they need to roll out by March? I thought. Yeah, but see, they're beating their estimates. Like, they're rolling out the wallet a lot faster than people a lot faster than they thought they were going to do it. And another thing is, I just showed, well, I was showing you guys earlier, Market Rebellion. You can follow these guys. They post stuff like news and stuff. See, I have bell notifications just when they post. But they're passing a bill for California to accept Bitcoin as a crypto legal tender or something. So they're gonna be able to use. I mean, it's not passed, but they're introducing it. So I don't want to misspeak, but yeah, they introduced a bill that would make Bitcoin a legal tender, and so that didn't really react too much with Bitcoin. It kind of sold off. Not sure why, but where's it at? Bitcoin. Yeah, it's been kind of selling off all day. We are at a pretty critical support though. So what, 38? If we break under here, this is our monthly level here, then things could get worse. But yeah, I like Robinhood though. Just check out that video if you want. I've been adding shares. I haven't really played options. Actually, I have some options, but they're all dated. They're long dated up to like March, which I think was yeah, I have 2 weeks on them. So worst case scenario is I break even, hopefully. Yeah, I like Robinhood though. Just it's gonna take a while. We can hold this level, then we could work back up to about 13.5. But right now we're in a downtrend. You know, we could also do a cup. That would be bad for it, but I think it would be something like that. So we could do a double bottom here, like kind of a double bottom. Or we could do an inverse cup and handle. And that would be bad, because then that would be bearish. I can show you what an inverse cup and handle is. Inverse cup and handle. Kind of bearish. D-Doc. Okay, no problem, man. If you have any other questions on other ones, I can try to help. But this is like an invert cup and handle. You see, it kind of it's just like a cup, but it's bearish because then it breaks down. Not doing ARC because there's trash in there I don't like. Oh yeah, which ones don't you like in there? This is an invert cup and handle. I don't.
Boom.
Oh, I don't.
My credit score
I didn't know that was a video. Sorry. T-Doc is reporting earnings on Tuesday after hours. We can take a look. Yeah, I think I saw them. Oh yeah, they're reporting what? So we're not open tomorrow. So let's just close that out. Because we're not open tomorrow. So I don't even care about these, really. Cross those out. I honestly don't care about these either, because Home Depot, Macy's, they're kind of these are the ones that I have highlighted. I didn't see T-Doc, but we can take a look at T-Doc. Let's see what they're expected to report. I'm really interested in Open Door. If you want, I can help explain that, or why I like Open Door. Just take a look at Zillow's earnings, and you'll see why Open Door could do good too. So they're gonna do minus. So that was last. So they've beat what, this last quarter they beat. So it looks like they alternate beating. So they might miss this quarter. Is that right? Just from like a history base, this seems like they miss, they beat, they miss, they beat. So I guess they would miss this quarter. Let's just look at how much they're supposed to move. So look at their earnings, implied moves. T-Doc is going to report on tomorrow, and 50% of the time T-Doc does move based off earnings. On average, they move about 7%. So the actual earnings move was 7%. So let's take a look at how much they would move for tomorrow. They actually just broke underneath. This is kind of bearish just from that point. But let's look. At least they got good support, but let's see how much they would move. How much did I say they're moving? 7%. Okay, let's look. So it would be this one. So let's just say they open up here, and 7% would be down to 60, just $5. I don't know. I don't think that's right. What did they do last time? Oh, this is nasty. Last time I guess they missed. No, they beat last time. They beat. Yeah. So they opened up here and closed all the way here. Okay. And so last time they opened up here and moved all the way up to 17%. Is that right? I must have read that wrong. No, they're gonna move. Last time they moved 17%. What it looks like. Did I say they missed or they beat? Last time they beat. That makes sense why they would. That's weird. Oh, okay, maybe they beat here, and then even though they beat, they gapped down, but it got bought up right away. Anyway, they moved 17% essentially. I would probably do 17% here. Let's just do 17%. Let's do about 18%. So about 50. It probably will. That would make more sense that they would move down to about 50. The chart reminiscent of tax loss selling, especially in such a long downtrend. Yeah, it's been selling off for a while now, King. I kind of want to see the bullish side of this. I think they're gonna gap down. I mean, I think they'll probably sell off after earnings. But let's just say that they were to move up. They would move up all the way back to 77, 78. It's about $13. That would make sense because we have a nice monthly level here. So yeah, we could go either way. I think they'll probably sell off just because the entire market's. I do want to see what their valuation is. Let's see their valuation. Yeah, they're pretty expensive still. They're selling at a 5.5 price to sales ratio. And like like things around this price are still getting sold off. Like you can see, I don't really know more stocks in. Is there other T-Doc? I know there's a DocGo. Have you heard of DocGo? What is this? Yeah, this thing's, it's like another tele company, I think. I don't follow it, but I have it on my watch list, but I don't own it. But yeah, they've been selling off too. Let's just see what they're at. So do you own any T-Doc options? Are you playing their earnings, or you just have the shares? Yeah, this thing's been selling off. Surprisingly, they did good on their earnings and moved up. The ones that I want to play for this week, I kind of highlighted them. I have Virgin Galactic. You may have not been in here earlier, but they opened their commercial flight stuff to people, so I think their guidance is gonna be good. Like they're gonna be like, yo, we're gonna open up our stuff to the commercial people, you know. So now when people weren't really expecting revenue for this year, I think, you know, they're gonna have an extra revenue stream now. Like they are gonna have income. That's why I think their earnings might not be good, but their conference call guidance will probably be better than what the analysts were thinking, because that news just came out like last week, right? So they didn't have that in their estimates or any of that. So I think kind of bullish on Virgin Galactic for this earnings. You just have shares for T-Doc. Yeah, I think I don't have T-Doc, but I could be interested in buying it down if it comes to 50. Like I said, it still has a pretty, where's the valuation? Valuation on T-Docs still has like a 5, and they're only bringing in like 500 million each quarter. Their float though is good. Their outstanding shares is pretty small, so that's good. You don't want a lot of dilution in your company. I don't know if you guys can see all this. I might need to zoom in a little bit so we can see better. But yeah, their price to sales, still a little rich. That's like, I've been looking at DraftKings chart, and it looks like their own crown logo. Oh, let me see that. I like DraftKings. Yeah, I just made a video on this. And I was kind of bearish going into Monday. Like I think I said in the video, we'll probably come down to 15. But I also saw that, where is this? I posted this on my Discord for some of the homies. And there's like there's like 10,000 calls that got. Here, let me just take a screenshot of this and I can share it with you guys. That way you can see it better. Right, how do I watch this? How do I zoom in on here? Let's do like 1,000. Okay, yeah, so hopefully now you can see. So this was DraftKings. They bought, I guess for 2022. Let me double check. They just bought them on the 18th of February. So that was, when was that? That was after earnings. Yeah, they bought that after earnings. And somebody bought 10,000K worth of calls for $12, and so it's a safe call. It's a safe one, but they must be, was that 18? Yeah. So I didn't see that till like recently, so it could be bullish for Monday, or I mean, long term it's gonna be bullish. But they got the 12s, which is all the way down here. I don't know why they got those, or maybe they sold them. Maybe they sold bullish calls. I don't know, but yeah, we gapped down. I want to see that crown you were talking about. If I can find it. Where's the crown? Oh, you talking about this? Nice. Yeah. This, to me, this looked like a big head and shoulders. I don't know if you know what the big head and shoulders pattern is. Yeah, it does look like their crown though. I never thought about that. I thought this was a head and shoulders to me, kinda. Like a head and shoulders pattern would be like, kind of a weird head. Oh, let me draw that again better. Oh, did I? How do? Dang, I didn't mean to undo that. Okay, I guess I'll just redo it. Oh shoot, sorry, I'm still learning Thinkers or TradingView. That makes sense. So head and shoulders. Even though this is a weird shoulder, I thought this was a head, and then I thought this was a shoulder. So that would be a bearish pattern. Here, I'll put it up here. I'm sure you know what a head and shoulders pattern is, though. Yeah, kind of like this. This one's a good way. You know, like you got the shoulder, you got the head, got the shoulder, and then you see this huge sell-off after the breakdown. And look at that. It makes sense, doesn't it? That would have been an easy short, not short, but puts. You know, you could have got puts there. But I really didn't start following DraftKings until it was like $30, because I didn't want to touch it up here. It was just ridiculous. They're still trading like pretty expensive though. Let's see, what am I trying to find? Let me change the music because I don't know why this is playing. I don't know if that's legal. DraftKings. So I think they're still trading pretty rich though. Yeah, they still have a 5.45 sales price to sales ratio. So I'm sure you know what price to sales is. That's just how much their market cap is compared to their last 12 months, their trailing 12 months revenue. So you would you would add, I guess you could add these three and then their last one. About 7. I don't have it on me right now, but I don't have this last quarter. If they showed me the quarter from last December, then I could do it for you. Anyway, that's why I think DraftKings will probably come down a little bit more, just because even high growth stocks are getting beat up. And I think at 15, we have this nice support here, which is around here. Yeah, so that's why I got that support from. But if we break down, then things are going to get ugly down to about 13.20. So let me add that to the list. Are you invested in DraftKings, or are you just? You said the other big position is DraftKings, right? The other large position I'm holding is T-Doc. Oh. Everything appears sold, yep. And not doing ARK. Yeah, which ones don't you like from ARK? Just curious. I mean, there's tons of stuff, but like the main things you don't like from them. That would be our next support. Let me see where we're at. Oh, I'm gonna see if people want to join the live stream. I'm gonna post it on Instagram real quick. If they can join me for a bit. If you have any questions on any stocks, just comment and I can try to help. I can't show my face. I'll do that though. I can't show that either. Let me see if I can get some people on here. The fact that I don't know most of these companies below top 20. Which ARK are you talking about? The ARK KK? I think the one I like is, it might be that one actually. That's the one that I like. Skip. They're just, I think that is the one. Oh, I think I like, no, I like KK. That's the one I like. I think the innovation one might be good too. Let's take a look at ARK KK. There's a few that I like though. I just wouldn't buy them when she was buying them. Like, she was buying them around what? Like Roku at 300, 400? And she was doing it like, I think it's because it's not her money. So open this up. See what she's got. Yeah, I like Coinbase. I like Coinbase. Let me open this and let me download it and open it and I'm not supposed to show all that. I'm not supposed to show all that. I was working on a DraftKings. Oh well, I like Coinbase. This one's tough. I guess I don't know your average, but this one's tough to own. Tesla's too expensive for me. T-Doc, I never really looked into it. Roku, probably won't buy that. It's just, these two I'm not gonna buy. I don't understand their business model. There's like better companies you can do for that, I guess. Like Roku, what they do, the TVs and the streaming stuff, I just buy Netflix or because they have, or Disney. I would buy Disney instead of Roku. I would buy Disney. I'm not saying they're the same business, but they're kind of in the same business. Zoom, I don't really care about video communications. Coinbase, I think their growth is gonna slow down, right? I don't know. Coinbase, I like Coinbase. Exact Science, I don't know. Unity Software, I think they're actually a pretty good company, but I like Roblox better than Unity Software. I would like Roblox, especially with the sell-off that they had. UPath, I think, don't they do the is it the UI, the AI? I forgot what they do. I like Block. I really like Block. If you could buy Block, I would buy that. I think it came under, actually, let me, before I show you, these two I really like. Spotify and Block. Those are two that I really like. Like if you're starting a portfolio, definitely think about Spotify and Block. Spotify, like they've started adding like documentaries, and you know they got the podcast and stuff, but I pay for the premium, but they have like music videos or something on there now, or like documentaries or interviews, and you can see the video stream. And so like that just like has a lot of opportunity now. Like they could start doing like music videos for artists and stuff. So you know how you go to YouTube to watch your music videos? Well, now you can do it on Spotify. They also like added the lyrics stuff, like a lyrics feature. Like they didn't have lyrics when I was, you know, trying to rap. When I was trying to learn rap, they didn't have the lyrics. So they just keep innovating little features. I don't really care about the Joe Rogan podcast. I don't really follow podcasts, to be honest, but if it's a money generator, then it's good, you know, and I'll let the company do it. But yeah, I like Spotify. I think it's, you know, it's trading at super good value. Like this is 2018 prices, baby. Like we filled the gap here, this was one thing that you kind of had to watch, is the gap. See, it's filled. We filled that gap. And so this is like IPO level, like IPO prices. Like, I think it's a great buy. Let's see their evaluation. Block and Hood is the best in fintech. Yeah, SoFi is overvalued compared to Block and Hood. Yeah, I was looking at that. I will be honest though, I do like SoFi. I actually bought some, but I think I should have waited. Because look, if you take a look, Block, oh, they're still square. Wait, let me show you Spotify real quick so we can just finish that and move over to some fintech. Yeah, a high growth company has a price of sales of 3. They're bringing in really good revenue. Where's the revenue? Doesn't show. I might be able to find it somewhere else. Let's just look at. I like Spotify though. Where is their revenue? And see, so they're gonna be making money 2022. They're still losing money, but it's getting close, you know, to profitability. And actually, they could be profitable this quarter, it looks like. Did they? Yeah, it looks like they could be profitable next quarter, like Q1. That's on the high estimate though. On the high estimate. They've been burning tons of cash with deals and stuff. I like Spotify though. Yeah, you can see here next quarter Q2 they're gonna be profitable. So next quarter, so that's gonna be a big thing for Spotify. For Q1 they're gonna. Also, you know what? I think Spotify's ahead on their quarters. Is it because there's a European company? Yeah, see, they already reported their earnings. Oh, they already report. No, I'm an idiot. They just reported. Did they miss? What did they do? Sorry, I have so many tabs open. Their Q1, they could probably be profitable this quarter, this Q1 quarter. Anyway, you can take a look at Spotify on your time. Let's take a look at Block and Hood. Yeah, I like Block. I really like Block. I was actually looking at their website the other day. I can pull it up too. They're trading really attractive, like high. I think they're not gonna grow as much though. I was looking at their growth. I think it's gonna. I can actually show you their growth, but it's coming down. But they're making tons of revenue. Like, this is their quarterly revenue. They're bringing in 3.8 billion, 4 billion, 5 billion. Like, I like Square a lot. It's going to be one of the big boys, you know, especially with all the crypto like possibilities, like just the opportunity there. The only thing I like about banks or SoFi is because it's got that bank charter thing, you know, like it's basically a bank company but without like physical banks, so they don't have to spend money on like whatever it is, like employees or like leasing offices, or you know, they don't have a physical bank, right? So they save tons of money there. So the money that they save there, they're able to give to their customers, technically, like as far as like in a way of like what like interest and stuff like that. And then also talking about interest, as the interest rates go up, you know, the Fed talks and everything, that's actually going to be good for them too. So I do like SoFi. They are expensive though. I think they have like a 10 or 12 price to sales. Yeah, agree. SoFi is great, but the headwind is the student loan forgiveness and all that. Yeah, isn't that gonna stop though? Yeah, see this, they're trading like really expensive still. Like super expensive. Like for a value play right now, it would be Square, and it would and I like Hood, Robinhood. But I did buy SoFi just because I'm bullish on that bank stuff. But I'm not done adding to that position. So honestly, I think SoFi comes down to like $10 again. I FOMO'd. I'll be honest, I FOMO'd. Especially because they have earnings. So if they do good on earnings, like this is what I was thinking with SoFi. Like I was looking at valuation and I'm like, man, they're like still pretty rich in valuation. But if you take a look at like JP Morgan, or you know, like that's not what I want to show you. But so JP Morgan, is it a high growth company? I don't really think it's a high growth company, and it's trading pretty expensive. Isn't this like a dividend stock? I don't follow them, but look at their market cap. Like they're in the 400 billions. And I think the student forgiveness stuff is about done, right? Or no? Like if we go back to normal, you know, like a normal lifestyle, and you know, pandemic is kind of behind us, then it's not like SoFi will be in trouble. They'll actually benefit from it. But I'm not sure if they'll keep the forgiveness stuff still. But what I was showing you with JP Morgan is the possibility, like the opportunity that SoFi has. It's like 400 billion market cap. And if you take a look at SoFi's right now, we're at 9 billion. So tons of growth ahead of it. Obviously you can't compare them because, you know, JP Morgan's like they already have the customer base, they have what are they, all the products they have, and you know they've been here for a while. But so I think like $10 would be a good entry. Like maybe 9 to 10, I would be interested to buy SoFi, even if it's still expensive in valuation terms. It could just be a company that trades really expensive, you know, like Tesla. You know, like even though it's not worth, you know, whatever it's worth, like valuation's more realistic now that they've done everything they've done. But back then, it was trading really rich, and it didn't have like, you know, when people were shorting it and stuff, and they're like, well, it's not worth that much, but people held it because they you know, they believe in the growth, and it was kind of a cult, you know, like a Tesla cult. And I think SoFi has kind of a or not a Tesla cult, but SoFi has their own cult too. Like I see YouTube videos on SoFi a lot. I think it has a really strong following, so it might always trade a little bit more rich than some of the other high growth companies. And so that was the reason I actually started a position in SoFi. So yeah, I bought SoFi in parents account at 15 and holding long term. SoFi is the only one that has figured out how to put everything finance. Yeah, yeah. So I need to look more into what all their products are, but they do have tons of stuff that's like, they have you can buy stocks, I think you can do the crypto for sure. They have a whole bunch of different like products that, well, I mean, we could pull up their website, but I definitely need to look more into it. But just from like a broad generic, like, you know, overview, it's a good business model that I'm interested in like investing in. Legacy banks are trash. I have 10 Chase credit cards, checking, savings, mortgage, investment account with them, and it's trash experience. Yeah. So do you think SoFi will replace some of these banks, or you think? I think SoFi is gonna help these banks change their business model. Like like, what's a good way to explain? Like Tesla changed these legacy manufacturers. Like Tesla changed the way that you see a car or you produce a car, and so I think SoFi is going to be a way for them to change that. I think Square is another good a good example. Square changed like the way PayPal, you know, looked at their Venmo app. Like they weren't taking Bitcoin, they weren't doing all that. So I think SoFi is going to be one of those companies that changes the way banks do business. Especially with someone like, after the pandemic stuff, a lot of people want to work from home and realize they don't need to come into the office. So some of the offices, you know, I think some stuff is going to change with banks. Yeah. 100% they need to acquire these companies or they risk their market dominance. Yeah, you think SoFi will get acquired? I don't know if they would sell themselves. Do you think they would sell them? It is super young. I think they have a better opportunity going for their own goals than to just give up and get acquired. But that's the same thing with Robinhood, because Robinhood has tons of opportunity like outside of the US. And it does make me upset that, you know, that they don't, you know, allow Shiba and they don't do all these other altcoins. But after, yeah, not SoFi, like Hood. Yeah, Hood's good. It's weird, you know, because you look at SoFi and they have their bank stuff and they have some stocks things, and then you have Robinhood and they have their stock stuff, and I think they applied for a bank stuff, but they got denied. So just the whole fintech stuff, like there's so many big players and they're trying to do things and trying to get to the same like to the end, to the same goal at the end. So like yeah, I think SoFi is a steal, like in 10 years for sure. Let's look at their chart, because do you think SoFi is gonna beat earnings this quarter? They got smoked last quarter. well, actually both quarters have been pretty bad. Both quarters for so far have been bad. Like this one here, they gapped down, and then here they sold off also. But that's because it was trading super rich. Robinhood is a good acquisition target because they have 200 million. Yes, yeah, yeah. And I think a lot of people are just upset about Robinhood, just like of what they did and stuff. And trust me, I lost money on some of the Robinhood stuff. Not on the actual removing the buy button, but just on the meme stocks. I lost money. But I'm like, you can't stay mad at that company. And if people actually left, you would have seen like a big drop in their account. And you can see like they lost a little bit of like users, but it wasn't like dramatic. It wasn't to the extent to where like all the people saying, "Oh, I'm gonna leave" and stuff. Because payment for order flow, I think is good, not good, but it changed the way things worked. And so, not caring about earnings on a quarter basis, if folding from, yeah, that's true. Yeah, the only reason I care about the earnings quarterly is because you see these huge moves, like these huge moves. This is a good opportunity to like play options. Like that's the only reason I care about the. You always gotta have that, you know, that little bit of, oh man, I want to play some earnings, you know. Yeah, it's like everybody hating on Eminem in the beginning, then the sentiment changes. Yeah. And I think we're still in a state where like people kind of hate Robinhood, but it's not like the hate's not there as much. They try to like bring it down, but I'm like at this point you just talking down on Robinhood doesn't really change their user base because they're actually changing their I mean they're trying to fix some of that stuff. Like they added the customer service, the live support. Yeah, and like once they get the crypto, then that's gonna change a lot of stuff. Like people are gonna flood back in. I think it's perfect that Bitcoin is not running right now. Like I like that Bitcoin's on the downtrend. Like I'm not trying to be a bear, but this is giving Robinhood that opportunity. Like it's fine that Robinhood doesn't have a wallet right now because there's no excitement in Bitcoin. But by the time that, like, let's say Robinhood's gonna have their wallet by March, like most of it, but by the end of, let's just say May. So by then we should be like what, sideways. I think actually, let's be honest, I think we come back down to 35 and we probably even come down to 30. But by then we can probably work our way back up. And so by this time Robinhood will already have exposure to the wallet, to like their crypto. And so Robinhood's going to catch this next train up to about what, 60,000. And so all this here is going to be tons of growth for their crypto wallet. You know what I mean? Like that's how I see it. Like there's no way that things turn around real quick right now, you know? Like they basically Bitcoin has from here until, let's say, May to get a huge bull run. Like this is the amount of time that Robinhood won't participate in an uptrend. I mean, it's not likely, but it could happen, you know. But I don't think that Bitcoin will get back up to these levels in this short amount of time. Is what I'm trying to say. I think we still need to fall a little bit more, coming down to about these levels here, around about 30. I think we touched 30. Like we have to. I just feel like we have to. At least 35 again. And so all this is gonna take time. Like let me just clear this out again because I made a mess. I don't know. Let me know in the comments though. What do you think? You think we're gonna have a bull run in Bitcoin right now? Like before Robinhood has their wallet out? I don't think we have a Bitcoin bull run until probably the second half of the year. And by then, Robinhood will have their wallet out. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, Hood will be a huge force in crypto. I mean, commission free. Yep, commission free trading and wallets. It's huge disruptor even for Coinbase. Yeah. Um. Yep. So I have some money in Coinbase, but I don't really use it because the fees are expensive. But that's for trading too, right? And yeah, and so like the commission free for crypto is gonna, because like right now if I go buy um Dogecoin or Bitcoin, I don't really pay for, to buy it. I wonder if that's gonna change after they release their wallet. Because that's a big advantage that Robinhood has over some of the other crypto exchanges. Because I don't have to, burn some coin or something to get the coin. Yeah, my plan is to sell puts and covered calls and collect premium while we wait. Okay, nice, yeah. So you sell puts. So you would sell puts expecting it to go down, right? No, you would. Covered calls would be. Forget, I'm trying to get my stuff together. If you're at this price and you're selling, if you buy a call, then you're expecting it to go up. If you sell a call, if I sell a call here, and I'm here, then I'm expecting it to go down. So if I was to do the opposite, if I'm trading here and I buy a put, then I'm expecting it to go down. But if I'm here and I'm selling a put, I'm expecting it to go up. Okay, I'm confused now. So wouldn't you want to buy puts once we start going back into uptrend with Robinhood? Sorry, I don't sell covered calls for Hood. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay, sorry, you confused me a little bit. So yeah, my plan is to sell puts and covered calls and collect premium. Okay. Bitcoin has cycles and it's just gonna keep within 40. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Like we're gonna stay in this range. And by then, Robinhood should have. I wish I could clear all this in one point. I mean, we could take a look at the Bitcoin chart, but it's just not interesting to me right now. Yeah, see, once we broke outside of this channel, it wanted to run, but we had a monthly, like this is a strong resistance here. We could just mark that up here. Even like right here. Anything from like right here to here would be a resistance for us, and then I can delete that. Yeah, that makes sense. Covered calls for Hood. Gotcha. Yeah, so this initially looked like an inverse cup and handle for me. This is what I had it here like. So it's like a inverse cup and handle. Then once you break down, then you kind of come down. And usually you can, with the inverse cup and handle, I showed you earlier, I think, you can measure the distance and kind of get an idea of where it's coming down to. So you can do this. So you can kind of copy that down. So I was thinking we were coming down here, and so I think that's where we're coming down. You see what I'm saying? But it decided to take the long way out. I appreciate it, man. All right, I gotta head out, bouncing a bit. I appreciate you joining, man. Thanks for kind of chilling for a bit and making conversation. You got some good input today too, so I learned a little bit from you too. And yeah, hope you tune in to the next time. I appreciate you liking and supporting. So hopefully I make some more videos on Robinhood and some SoFi. I haven't made a video on SoFi, but I do own the stock now. Like I said, we'll probably come down a little bit, but yeah, thanks for joining, man. It's good talking to you. Let's see. I guess I'll go back to some of the. Guess we'll look at some. Oh, you didn't tell me about your earnings. Oh yeah, you don't care about the earnings. You're just gonna do the long-term investing. These are some of the ones that I'll be playing though. Coinbase, and we were just talking about Coinbase too, huh? Peace, man. Peace, Nick. Let's see what we got. Coinbase, I guess I should take a look. I think let's just look at Coinbase, what they're gonna make for earnings this quarter. So miss, beat, miss. They might beat, but let's look at their chart first. Now that's just like a quick glance, right? It's not gonna be like a alternating earnings. But you can see it try to fill this gap here. It's just, I don't follow. Yeah, it filled this gap. It filled it, but it came back down. That's weird. So we'll use that as a nice resistance. And that actually lines up with everything else. Neat. I think we'll probably end up coming back down to at least 180 again, like 178. I think it just, what's crazy though is it got bought up really fast on Friday. Like you see, we came down to 180 and it closed at 189. Could be because I think a lot of people know that earnings is this week, so people kind of wanted to buy it up. Let me look at the see if they have any huge buy orders in their. I don't have. Let me just take a look at their options chain in a bit. 1 second, guys. Trying to get an idea of if there's any big buys on Coinbase. Nope, there's nothing big on it. Nothing that I can see. Okay. But yeah, I think they'll probably end up coming down to this level for sure. And what's crazy is they don't have any, like if we do get into, I don't want to say into a recession or something or crash, they don't really have any support past, you know, this. There would be new lows. But before we talk about that, let's look at their valuation to get an idea. So still pretty expensive for high growth, like in these circumstances right now. Plus Bitcoin is not in a bullish territory right now. They are making great revenue, cost of revenue. I don't know why that's a 0. Let's look at how much they're expected to move. I love doing earnings though. Let's look. IV strong right now. It's actually flagging. Interesting. Okay. IV crush will be 4%, and they move 100% of the time. So the predicted move after earnings was 9% plus or minus, but the actual move after earnings was almost, let's just say 4.5. And implied volatility is actually not bad. Okay, so let's look. What was it? 4%. All right, I'm gonna try to get an idea of where we can go. So we do have a few days of trading before they announce earnings, but let's just assume they're gonna be around 190. So 4% would be around here. So breaking 200. I don't think that would be the case. That seems too. Let's just look at their previous earnings here. So here they gap down. Okay. Let's just say we got open. They opened up here at 367, closed here, and then gapped down the next day. Yeah, they got crushed. Let's just look at the huge overall movement. Let's do this. It was about 13%. Let's just say 13%. That would make more sense. About 13%. Yep, I think. So 215, about 215 for Coinbase. That's what I'm thinking for this earnings, 13%. And actually, they'll probably move on the downside. Let's just do that. 13%. Yep, and so that would kind of match up to this. Although I think, yeah, about 13%. So what it will probably do, in my opinion, you know, we're gonna have some sideways action here, and actually you might get bull trapped and it'll kind of run up, but I think it's gonna dump, and it'll probably do like a quick dump and then come back up to this level here. That's what I'm thinking. What are you guys thinking? So sideways movement like this, Well, let me just use a better tool for you guys. Okay, so kind of sideways movement. Right, come up to this level here and then dump. Dump, like really, like pretty bad. Like to about 13. It'll be like here. But then it'll get bought up right away. So it'll come back right up to about this level. I think that's what'll happen to Coinbase. Let me change this to yellow also. I don't know why I have blue. I like yellow because it's just brighter. It's easier to see. I think that's what'll probably happen. Actually, we need to take a look at the SPY. This is what I was predicting the other day on SPY. I think we go back up to about 444. But yeah. Let me know if you like this song. This it's hitting right now, ain't it? I like it. This is one of my favorite songs. And also this one. I just changed it. Oh, my back hurts. I might need to stand up. Give me a second. Got the stand-up desk. All right, I'm back. I just kind of had to stand up a little bit. And let me actually stand up a little, like right there. Oh yeah, my back feels better now. Yeah, that way I can stream for a little bit longer. Because I kind of wanted to go through some of these earnings, but I didn't want to sit more. Alright, so I guess we could type stuff that I'm as we cover it, we could take add text to it. How about that? So here, calls. We'll do that. Calls. Let's do that. Okay, calls for that. I haven't covered that. I think this is an easy call. Let me copy that. Puts. Easy puts. Puts. Oh, I don't know why. This is just kind of for me. But let me change color of this. Is right. Red. Apply. No, I like the black better actually. Okay, so we got calls, puts. What are we doing for Coinbase? I don't really know. This is, let me help you out real quick. Calls. Wait, what is this? Let's delete it. Wait a minute. What is this? Delete. Wait, why did these delete? Copy. Why is it not? Heck? Copy? It's not copying no more. Alright. You make me do this? For real? Right now? You're gonna act up? You wanna act up like that right now? In front of, embarrass me in front of guests? Is that how you really feel right now? Alright, we're taking it all off then. That's how you're gonna be. We're doing a new one. I got me a new woman now. Check this out. Alright, calls. What the heck? Alright, calls. I don't like the red. We're changing that up. Blue and black. There we go. And we gotta delete that. Okay, so we're doing calls. We're doing what else? We're doing calls for Fubu. And we're doing calls for these two. Now, let me be clear. I don't think I'm playing Rocket. I am playing Open Door. I'm getting calls for them. But I think you can play calls for both. We got all that. Yep. Okay. Did we miss it? We can't play any of that. That's boomer stuff. Yeah, none of this. Jacks. Nah. I'm good, brother. I'm good. TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx. Let's look. I don't like boomer stocks. they don't really move. Whoa, what happened here? That was big. Did they move that big? Do they got it like that? Is that how they feel all the time? Okay, let me take a look. First, we're gonna go to, I think we need to do Market Chameleon first. TJ Maxx, just get an idea of the implied move. Take a look at earnings, implied move. And 67% of the time it moves, but it moves 3 or 4%. So that's nasty. What's 66? So what's 66 times 1.0? Was it 37? So $2? No, I don't know. But see, it did some crazy. It did $6. No, it opened up here and it closed down, and then it went on a downtrend, but it gapped up. So it looks like earnings was here. Looks like this was earnings and it gapped up. So let's measure that. So open, close, and it did 10%. I don't know why it says that it, or did they just have earnings? No, they didn't. That's why we're looking at it. They did a 10% move. All right, we're doing 10%. We're copying that, moving it over here. Where's it at? Let's just say they beat. Holiday season, they beat. They go back up to 72, so $6. That makes sense. About makes sense. They report Wednesday before open. So let's just say they do that. Makes sense. About 10%. That will move them back up to this level, to this high. Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense. I doubt they move that much downward. Would they move down that much? Yeah, I don't think they. This is right. Let me put that there. Okay, so now that we got that, so if they move down 10%, we'll have to look at their options chain too. About $60. Oh, look at this. So if they were to miss earnings, this would be an interesting. Yeah, they would come down to about 58, about 60. Interesting, because look, you can see that a lot of companies, they try to fill this gap on earnings sometimes. Like, let's take a look at Starbucks. Like, I had this mapped out. Like, it was supposed to come. Where's it at? Yeah, it was supposed to come fill this gap down here. And actually, I forgot about this, but at this point, Starbucks might come and actually fill this gap if you're interested in some puts. But yeah, I got smoked on earnings for Starbucks. I had like a bear flag here, and actually it's still a valid bear flag if you take a look. We got the bear flag here all the way down here. Then you can see we had I have it in white, so I'll just change the color to make it easier so I don't have to redo it. Yellow. Why is that blue? Oh, that's the wrong thing. Yellow and yellow. So yeah, so you see we have kind of a bear flag here. And it's like it's wanting to fill this gap now. So that's why I think it'll fill this gap here, and that's why I think, what was the one we were talking about? Oh, TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx. Yeah, that's why I think this will kind of want to fill this gap too. Like, but it's tricky. It's tricky. It's like from my experience, it's like companies, they'll play you. They'll be like, okay, I'm coming down to fill the gap. Ooh, I'm sorry. They'll play you for real. They'll be like, okay, I'm coming down to fill this gap. Then you get down to this. People start getting their puts because of this gap down here. And then it bounces back up. And then it comes back down. So just be a little careful. Like, if you come down to this whatever this support is down here, take your profits. Take your profits here. Because it's not going to break on the first turn. It'll probably do a little bit of this. And then eventually it'll work its way down. And I I just kind of showed that with Starbucks. Like, I thought I was, and that's why I held my puts, and then I ended up selling for a loss because Theta killed me. And now it's finally trying to fill the gap. So, this could be a good possibility that it tries to fill this gap, but obviously it's not going to do it in the first try. So, something that I've learned, but so this might not be a bad play. Let me take a look at the options chain. If it moves 10%, right? Because it says it's only moving 6%. But this might be a good play. Now, we still don't know if we're playing calls or puts on it, just because supply chains. Let's see, supply chain. What else happened in Q4? People started going out. So let's take a look at their estimates real quick. Look at the estimates. TJ Maxx. This is TJ Maxx, right? TJ Maxx company. Their estimate. So they're profitable. Oh wait. So they're not growing by much. Oh, they. What the heck? Why are they reporting Q1? Yeah, so it ended in January. So it ended in January? So they I guess their thing is a little shifted. Their quarters are shifted. There's some companies that do that, right? October, they already reported in October. So from October to January is what they're reporting. That's weird. Is this a different TJ Maxx? The heck? They're reporting tomorrow or Wednesday. Let's not worry about TJ Maxx. We're not gonna move that much anyway. Let's move to the ones that I like. Fubu. We've already talked about Fubu. Honestly, Fubu is an easy call, my opinion. And actually, for the Fubu calls I was looking at the other day, I think the 950s or the 1150s was the one I was looking for. The 1050s. These are cheap. $22. They got smoked. No, I'd probably do the 11s. I would probably do the 11. No, the 1050s are good. I would do the 1050s for Fubu. You could spend maybe 100 on 4 or 5 calls. Turn that into what, like 400? Yeah, I like Fubu. I think I already did the analysis on it. What was I doing? Oh, I didn't do the analysis on it. Okay, let's just do it then. We're at a big demand zone here. People want to buy. See, well, what is it? 820. So yeah, I think we're at the bottom, boys. The bottom. And actually, we're gonna mark that up right now. Mark that up right there. 440. No, 840. Sorry. What am I talking about? That's a pretty strong support level, fellas. I think this is where the bottom is. It's gonna maybe come down and touch this 825, but I think calls are pretty good. Then a run up back to 11.5, about $11 at least. I think the 10.5s for this week I think are good. So that's Fubu. Skills. Oh, that was my back. Norwegian Cruise Lines. There's so many companies this week. Let's just do the ones that I'm playing for real. I'm gonna play this. I'm not gonna play Caesars. It's not worth it. I'm gonna try to play Moderna. I think it's a good one. What else could I play? I think that's it. I mean, these look interesting, but actually, skills might be a good one. I think I'm gonna look into skills right now. Moderna, I'm gonna play. Block, I love Block, but I'm not gonna play it. It's just the premiums are pretty expensive. Planet would be nice, but never mind. Clover. There's so many stocks this week. Let me look at Clover. Let me just look at the implied moves for them. Clover Health. That's right? Clover Health. So what's the implied move for earnings? 9%, 10% based off of, it's at $2. Wow, I need to tell these guys. Yeah, I'm just gonna see if they want to get called for Clover. It's just been beat down. Clover Health at $2. You ridiculous right now. What did they do last earnings? I think they beat last time and they were trying to break out of this here and they got shorted. I think they moved back up to about $4. I think that's what I'm thinking. Their earnings haven't really been good though. If they opened, closed, gapped up on earnings. Let's look at their estimates. Clover Health, baby. Beat by 74%. And they're getting real close to profitability. Ooh, never mind. Q4 is gonna be bad. Their estimates, I don't know. This is interesting. Let me look at their valuation. Oh my goodness. Let's look at how much they're growing this year. Oh, why is Joby trending? What the heck? Why was Joby trending? Did you guys see that? It was trending. Let me first. Yeah, see, look, it's trending. Why? Look at something. Why would it be trending? Joby, top institution. This was from the 15th. Let's go to the latest. Why is it trending? Good. Yeah, these are trending. I don't know why it's trending. Why is Joby trending? What the heck? It's been trending for 2 hours. The only reason I care about Joby is because I'm invested in Joby and I actually like it. It can't be because ARK bought. I don't think people care about that anymore. Any thoughts on Joby? Why is it trending? We really want, let's just look at why it's trending. Let's just go. I don't think I can go to the conversations because I don't have a. In order to build your wealth, why is people talking? Is the eldest on? Maybe it's something to do with crypto? What? Oh, you know what it is? It's because of their pilot error stuff. Let's see. Might be because of that. We don't need that. Joby stock. Look at their news. The Joby aircrafts. Oh my goodness. 10 hours, 9 hours. Take off. I mean, I like Joby. Explosion blows off manhole. No, that's not it. This is the prototype stuff that came out. Look, Brave Pioneer. Yeah, we know who Joby is. Wants to make it as cheap as yellow. Yeah, as yellow tax cabbies, baby. Taxis. Only one issue had hit its Joby stock on Fridays. Substantial damage to the U.S. National Transportation Safety Board. What the heck? By the way, the startup needs to pass on tests to gain approval. This doesn't say anything about the freaking recent crash. What are you talking about? Aiming for a 100 bagger, this company has potential. Okay, why would it have potential though? I mean, I know why, but why are you saying it has potential now? It's pretty old. Because I'm negative about self-driving companies. If the artificial intelligence technology works and reduces car collisions. Okay, I'm bullish on this stock because I'm negative about self-driving cars. I mean, I think self-driving aircrafts are more dangerous than self-driving cars. I mean, I still believe in Joby, but I'm just saying, like, being realistic. Even if the artificial intelligence reduces car collisions, for example, Tesla. Meanwhile, changing the landscape in 3D. Okay. There's no traffic, but I guess that's true. But it's scarier, you know? There's no traffic in the air, but it's scarier. No, I'm saying I'm bullish on Joby. I'm just, you know, you gotta be unbiased. I mean, you could have crashes in the sky too, and much scarier crashes in the way where like it's coming down and who's gonna control it. Unless they have like automation pilot, but the pilot's still in the driver's seat, that could work. But then you're still paying for, you know, for that guy's salary. Oh, my phone died. 1 second, guys. My phone's charging now. I want to check in on my... check something. Oh, snap. You hate to see when you lose a subscriber, but it happens, you know? It'd be like that sometimes. It'd be like that sometimes. Well, I was trying to do a live stream for people, but nobody really cares about live streams. I kind of already showed the earnings that I'm expecting. Probably get off soon. See my phone real quick. Did it turn on? Nope. All right, let's wrap this up. Let's wrap this up because I'm getting hungry and we got calls. Oh right, we gotta take a look at skills. Moderna's puts. Let's just go ahead and put that down. Puts. Am I crazy for getting calls on everything right now? Puts. Except on Moderna. I'm getting puts on Moderna. And Coinbase. I think I'm getting puts on Coinbase. Well, I don't know if I'm getting them, but Etsy and Beyond Meat. Those are two that I'm curious about too, but we'll see. Let me just, I guess, I don't know why. What were we looking at? Oh, their growth, right? But yeah, we got distracted by Joby. Okay. Clover. Let's just look at their growth real quick. Analyst. So you gotta have the tools, baby. Analyst is expecting, yeah, we know the estimates, but let's just see how much they're making. Like 2021, they're not doing bad. They're honestly not. It's just been a heavily shorted stock. Let's see if, no, they haven't responded. They don't ever respond. They're playing blue stacks and playing escape. They don't care. EPS trend. So they're still gonna be negative next year or this year. So they're making almost, that's insane. I mean, for a $2 stock, let me look at their float real quick. That's not bad. Not a bad little stock. I mean, just from like a glance, you know what I mean? Yeah, oh, 350 million outstanding. It's still not bad for it to be at $2 and trading at less than 1 price of sales. Their growth is what I was looking for. Okay, let me go back to their growth. What are they expected to do in growth for next year? Revenue estimate for next year, 80%. Sheesh. Well, for this year, 80%. They're gonna grow about 80% in growth. I might get calls for Clove actually. So let's go ahead and add that to the list. Calls. I mean, realistically, do you see this coming down to $1? It'd be hard to see that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm gonna get calls for Clove, calls for Fubu. Skills is the next one I want to do. I kind of want to play these, but although Etsy could be a nice put position, I'm just guessing. I'm not saying get puts for that. Skills is the one I'm interested in. I think skills is the last one I'm gonna cover. $3 stock. You know what's crazy though about this one is a lot of people have been, or not a lot of people, but Kathy Wood has been selling. I mean, she's irritating. Like, she's gonna sell on the low. You for real gonna sell on the low when you bought at 30? Oh, it's still pretty expensive. 4 to 5. 100 million revenue. Okay. Look at their implied move. I think I'm gonna get calls for 10% of what? 10% of $2. That's like 20 cents, no? Is it? No. Excuse me. 10%. Yeah, it's like 20 cents. No way. No way it's moving to, no. Clove is gonna do good. It's gonna move more. I'm getting calls on Clove. It's a risk I'm willing to take on Clove. Skills, what were we saying for skills? Skills is gonna be the last one that I'm gonna get off, go eat, and then I might work on a video for GGPI. Actually pretty tough. Oh, let me, 1 second, let me look at, before I commit on Clover, look at their IV crush. 10%, we don't care about that. Their IV crush is pretty big. Nasty. Okay, whatever. I might still play them. Look at their IV crush. Look at skills. Skills, right now, this is gonna move more than 30 cents. Skills, the last earnings release. They have a big IV crush too. What was their last earnings? From what? From 11 to 13, so about $1. Wait, was it more than $1? Or was it $1 to almost $2? So let's do like $1.70 divided by 11. About 15%. Yeah, makes sense. 15% of 3. 45 cents? No way. I guess that makes sense. Yeah. I might still get calls. I'm closing that out. Skills, I probably won't play. I'm getting tired. This is what I got so far. I'm not playing skills. I might. I'm thinking calls. We'll just put that here. Calls for both. It's just too cheap. It's attractive. Then I'm getting calls for these two here. I'm getting calls for open door, but you can play this. These I like. Skills, I don't really follow their business model anymore. But puts for Moderna, puts for Coinbase. I think those are. Is Coinbase? One second. Let me coin. Oh, I said they were gonna beat, right? Didn't I say Coinbase was gonna beat? Did it down? What the heck? Miss, beat. They'll probably beat, but this was when like Bitcoin was rallying, so I wouldn't take that too serious. I want to see something real quick. I think it was saying Coin Citadel, CCTL. Is this pink's still pink, or is it big now? Yeah, it's gotta be pink. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's all I got for today. Let me just pull up the chart real quick to see what we did today. I want to play Block, but let me take one last look at Block. See how much they're gonna move. I think Square. One last look at Block. IV's crazy high. 7%. $7. Oh. I don't think I'm playing Square. It's just too much. Yeah, I don't think I'm playing. I'll look more into this. I might do a stream later. Lemonade, don't really care for them. These are just cheap to play, so that's why I want to play some calls on them. I guess that's it. I might do another live stream later this week. We'll get an update on some of these plays, and we'll get a better understanding of where the market is, so we can maybe adjust some things. Got Boomer stuff tomorrow, or not tomorrow, Tuesday. So tomorrow we're closed, and I don't know what they're doing, how they're reporting that, and then don't really care about those. Caesars don't really care because I'm a DraftKings guy, you know what I mean? And I guess that's all. I'm gonna get calls on Virgin Galactic, calls on Fubu, maybe skills. I don't know yet. I kind of want to get calls on Clover too. Puts on Moderna. We'll kind of just go. We'll go along this. We'll kind of adjust all this as we go. Going into Wednesday though. But this will be a nice reminder of what I'll be doing. So let me put calls here for sure. Puts. I think Coinbase might be. Let me double check before I copy this over. Let me just look at Coinbase. Oh, where are they at? Where are they at? Coinbase. Valuation for coin is what I want to see. Does it come down a little bit more? Got an 8. Yeah, probably will come down, especially with Bitcoin not being. When I say Boin, my bad. Bitcoin. Coin. Let's see. Yeah, I'm bearish on Bitcoin right now. Look, we got underneath this resistance. That's not good. Mark it up real quick. Man, I'll be honest, I'm actually hungry now, so I might go get some food. Alright, so that's, yeah, I'm bearish on Bitcoin right now. Leave it at that. So I'm bearish on a coin also. I'm going to try to get puts on Tuesday. It's gonna come down to 160. Pretty sure. It's gonna retouch that for sure, I think. And it. Let me just check this chart again. Puts on Moderna. Did I give you guys price estimates on Moderna? Let's see. Yeah, about 120. Yeah. Okay. So we got all that. Boo 10.5, I think is what I was talking about. So I think that's it, fellas. Now, all this is not financial advice, but this is what I'll be doing. And I think that's all I'm playing. Calls, yeah, cheap calls, puts here. Puts, I don't, you know what? We could get some puts on Alibaba, but that one's already beat down so much. It's hard. Yeah. Norwegian, I saw that one earlier, but Etsy, let me just quickly do Etsy and Beyond Meat, just to be sure I don't want to play it. Here we go. Cause I know I said I'm trying to go and get food, but okay, 50%, 10%, 100, so 120, so 10%, it's about $12, so coming down to about 110, about 115. It has a huge IV crush though. I don't know. Let's look at their estimates. Actually, we'll just go here. Let's see. Take a look. All right, so estimates for Q4. Oh, they're positive. I don't follow these guys, but they're making money. The heck? And they always beat. Yeesh. This actually might be a call. Yeah, let me take a look. Yeah. Wow. 120 though? What's their valuation? Let's take a look. Let me close this out. Close that out. Close the ARK funds. Don't care about them. Now let's look at valuation. The heck? Okay, so they're still rich. So they're probably gonna get smacked, regardless that they have good earnings. Oh, we're here. I have strong support here. 110, about 112. Hey, I think that might be where it heads down to 112. That makes sense. It would make sense. I'm gonna get puts on Etsy. Let's look at their option chain. Even though they're beating, they're gonna get smacked, I think. What I'm thinking right now. If the puts are cheap, I'll get something, but nah, it's not looking like it, fellas. They want 400 a pop for the 110s. It's like, nah, G, I'm good. Alright, so I'm not playing Etsy. They're not gonna scam me. What's the other one? Beyond Meat. Okay, let's do Beyond Meat. Oh, this is gross. Ha ha ha. I love this song. Beyond Meat. Let's do Beyond Meat. I first want to see the valuation. Let's look. Yeah. It's not good. Not good, my friend. Y'all know, I probably won't play this one either, dude. It's just 22% IV, 14%, and moves about half the time. So, what, 14%? What did I say? It moves 14%? 14% is big. This earnings was gross. Look at this. Opened here? No, it opened here, 80. That's nasty. $14 of, let's 52 times 85. Oh shit, what did I do? 52 times, oh no, 0.85, 44. So this comes down to about $45. Now that makes sense too. Down here, now look at that. Yeah. Puts on Beyond Meat, guys. Puts on Beyond Meat. If you can get it, I would say do it. Let's look at their estimates though. Yeah. Puts on Beyond Meat. That's gonna be an easy one. Let me just go ahead and add that here. Puts on Beyond Meat. And let me copy this. Thank you. Yeah, puts on Beyond Meat. Let's do Beyond Meat real quick, just to get an idea of what they're reporting. Alright, let me see. Beyond Meat expected to report. Yeah, gotcha. And they're losing money. Okay, wait. Okay, so this is what they did last time. Look at this mess. Look at this mess. Look at this mess of an earnings. Gross, dude. No, they never beat. Look at this. Yeah, puts on this trash. Sorry, but if you want to make money, get some puts on Beyond Meat. I don't know why people would buy this up here at 100. You guys ridiculous or what? Come on, y'all crazy? That's what Beat would say. Beat. Beetlejuice? Y'all never seen Beetlejuice, huh? I will say though, at one point, this will get back up here. But you're gonna have to be patient, fellas. This is just stuff that I'm thinking though, so I'm not good at all. So I'm not a financial advisor, nothing. This is just me. But at one point we'll fill that gap up. We'll fill it up. But it's gonna be a while. I think we're gonna come down here, bounce off of this IPO level, and then we'll see where we go. It looks like there's a lot of resistance here now. There's gonna be a lot of resistance, is what I'm trying to say. And let's see, we could probably where would it be? Man, this is nasty. So here, trying to figure out a position, a good. So we got that. Trying to find, I think like right there. It's just a nasty range. You ever seen Family Guy? That's nasty. Anyway, yeah, I would get puts on Beyond Meat. Current market conditions don't really like high growth, especially this. It's kind of overvalued. I mean, it's came down a lot. Like, I'm sure this thing was like 15, trading at a 20 and stuff, but I think let me take some of this stuff back. I think we're at a point where some of these high growth stocks are actually becoming like attractive. You know what I mean? Like, all this stuff up here was euphoria. It was Fugazi. Like, all this stuff. You ever seen that movie Fugazi? All this stuff right here? Nah, G. You don't want none of that Fugazi stuff. Now that we're down here, it does get a little trickier to play earnings, because they're trading at a more attractive valuation. So even though, I don't know, I'm gonna shut up, because it is we're in a difficult time now. But you also have to think about all the fears that are in the market too. So that's why I think puts make sense, because there's a lot of fears. And so there's going to be a strong resistance here too. Around 73. I don't know. I don't know why people were buying this up here. We're just in a bull market. And yeah. But let me delete all that before I get in trouble. Let's just run through the list real quick. Just make sure we got everything. Beyond Meat, open. I'm definitely playing Open Door. I don't know if I'll play the Beyond Meats, to be honest. I'm going to play Fubu calls. Virgin Galactic calls, because I think these are cheap. And Moderna puts for sure. You know, everything of that business model is behind us for the most part. What are they gonna do? Push another booster? They're gonna say another variant. Like, no, shut up, you know? Like, anyway, that's me being optimistic about the reopening play, you know what I mean? So this is Garbaggio. Coinbase, I would love to play some puts. I don't know if I'll play them because, like I said, some of these stocks have been beat down. It's hard to predict the movement on these, especially it's still a little overvalued. And I do think it will retouch this 160 again. You know, we could kind of like just confirm this double bottom. Oh shoot, let me clean that up. Down, up, come down, then go back up. I think that's what sounds attractive to me. But I do think we touch 160, and if we hold it, great, we're coming back up to 200. If we don't, then great, you play puts, because then there's no support anywhere. There's no structure down here, so you can fall as long as you. Oops, let me clean that up. You can fall as much as you want, like that. But all that stuff is just my opinions, guys. Definitely do your own research. Let me clean this up. We'll just leave it like that. I do want to clean this though. Let me clean this up. I still think we hold the 160 though. Delete that. Anyway, let me just. I've been saying I'm gonna go for past hour, so I'm actually gonna go now soon. This is gonna be the last thing for now. Might do a live stream later in the week, and we can get an update. But I think that's gonna wrap up today's video. Oh, look at this. I didn't even think about this, but look. I know we're not playing Home Depot, but think of this. You can take a look at Home Depot's earnings, and you might be able to play Lowe's earnings. So let me move this out the way. There we go. And so take a look at like that. So you can connect these. You can play off Lowe's based off of Home Depot. You can also play Home Depot's earnings based off of Home Depot's, or you can also play Lowe's based off of you get it. Yeah, so just this will give you some idea of what to expect for Lowe's, and you can also play this leading up to Lowe's. So if Home Depot missed, then the rest of the day Home Depot's gonna bleed off, you know, go sell off, right? And you can start playing Lowe's at that point and start buying puts for Lowe's earnings. But yep, I think that's gonna wrap up today's videos, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. Just comment down below. I do appreciate all the people that showed up. Nick Patel, Investing Sensei. Who else showed up in here? Oh, Financial Journey. I think that was everybody that showed up. So thanks again, guys. Thanks, Nick. Thanks, Investing Sensei. Thanks, Financial Journey. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. And just comment down below if you have any questions. I'll try to answer any of that. And that's it. You guys keep moving forward and have a great day. Where's the streaming button?